EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this Patriots defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Waddle, the motion man, right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's Stevenson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, Stevenson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to pass. Tua. Little short pass here to Hill. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
In motion, Hill. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Tua going to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro in Tyreek Hill.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Two and now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6.
Here's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Jones.
To the sideline and incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Jones. Completes it to Douglas. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Tua.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it. for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Jones now to throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10.
Off play action. Jones. He finds Douglas complete. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure. Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash, because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
From midfield, here's Tua being chased out left.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Open man, that's Hill, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
A give up the middle to H.A.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Mostert.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This likely a must-have, third and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Jones.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man, that's Henry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Racing to the end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.